Hey, my name is Jacob VanRyn. I am the Commissioner, CEO of the National Esports Collegiate Conference, affectionately known obviously as the NECC. Why am I here today? That's a great question. I'm here to announce and formally introduce a new effort that we are beginning during the 24-25 academic year, and that is the creation of what we're calling Project One. Project One is a collegiate competition that is open only to NCAA Division I member institutions. Why do we do this? Well, what we've heard for a while now is Division I schools want to play other Division I schools. So how do we help foster that competition? We start something like this. And here we are, summer of 2024, launching this effort, launching this initiative, and we're extremely excited about it. Questions you may have. What is it? Well, it's going to be competition. It's another structure that's only going to be open to NCAA Division I esports programs that compete currently. Do you have to be an NECC member? No. We want to work with all Division I schools. If you have an interest in competing, we want to work with you. That's been true since day one. That philosophy, that logic does not change whatsoever. How many titles? Well, we're thinking probably between 3 and 4 during this first year of Project One. We want to make sure we can support it, staff it, and manage it at a level where it can be successful. That's been sort of a hallmark of ours since day one, and we want to make sure we're consistent with that here in Project One. Who's it open to? As I mentioned, all Division I schools. What if I'm already competing in a Division I institution, an ESC, for example, or a Missouri Valley? That is fine. Those structures, those conferences, those competitive entities will not change, and we continue to be extremely proud to work with each of those. In terms of what does it look like, in terms of what does the 24-25 academic year look like in terms of Project One? Well, a lot of the minutia, a lot of the details are still being worked out by members of our Project One subcommittee, which have led this effort, led this initiative since back in the spring. And they have been terrific to work with, and I can't thank them enough for all of their hard work, all of their countless hours in sharing thoughts and feedback and what would be valuable and what would work and what wouldn't. And they've really driven this conversation. And I'm really proud of that fact that this has not been hey, we're the NECC and we want to do this. No, this has been led by those subcommittee members that have said, hey, I think this would be really valuable to us as an NCAA Division I institution that's currently sponsors esports. And hopefully, this can be a springboard to more Division I institutions seeing and recognizing the value of collegiate esports on their respective campuses. So what does it mean? What's the timeline? The timeline is going to be pretty quick. Here it is, it's summer. We are going to look to launch in the fall of 2024. We're going to have competition in the fall of 2024 and potentially full seasons of competition that span both the fall and spring semesters, which will be unique. And I think it'll be a pretty good in terms of flow, in terms of rhythm, and in terms of making sure you're playing the proper number of games within your structure. How many conferences will there be? I don't know within Project One. I really don't. We hope it's big. We hope we have a number. We're proud to work with a lot of Division I schools already, but not all of them are going to compete, and that's fine. There's a million competitive entities out there. We're just proud to be one of them. So that's to be determined. The number of conferences that compete within this Project One model will really be based on how many schools register, how many schools compete, and how many teams in terms of they offer of the titles that we sponsor. Each school will be allowed one singular team to compete in Project One. Unlike the NECC, where we love working with number of teams from different schools, this is going to be one school per team in that title. And that's been a focal point that's come through time and time again throughout all of our conversations during this. Finally, how do we crown a champion? What is that going to look like? Again, all of these details still being worked out. There'll be a lot more information coming soon. But what we're excited about is that coming this spring, we will be having an in-person LAN event where we'll be crowning these Division I champions across the titles that we'll be sponsoring. We hope in conjunction with another pretty big picture opportunities that we're excited to roll out during the upcoming semester and beyond as we look forward to the 24-25 academic year. It is our 5th year of existence in the NECC. We're trying to make it our biggest and best one yet. At the end of the day, we're extremely proud to serve this community. We're extremely proud of what we're building, knowing how far we still have to go, knowing how far we still have and how much work there still is to be done. As we talk about it as a staff, we're better today than we were yesterday, and we'll be better tomorrow than we are today. So stay tuned, a lot more to come, but just a little look inside what's coming in Project One, a new entity exclusively open to NCAA Division I schools that sponsor esports.